Line a baking dish with bacon. Here's a recipe for a quick yet very impressive dish. Start with a narrow, rectangular baking dish. Line it with slices of bacon so that the bacon covers the bottom and sides, leaving the ends hanging over the edges. Boil peeled potatoes until they are halfway cooked. Once cooled, slice them thinly. Lay the first layer of potatoes on the bacon, spreading them carefully to cover the bottom of the dish. Sprinkle the potatoes with sweet or hot paprika. Place thin slices of chicken breast on top of the potatoes. To make the meat juicy and flavorful, season it with freshly ground salt and pepper. Finely chop fresh chives and sprinkle them over the chicken. Add another layer of potatoes, sprinkle with paprika, and repeat with more chicken slices and chives until the dish is full. Top the final layer with grated cheese, preferably one that melts well, to create a golden, gooey crust. Fold the overhanging bacon slices over the top to seal the pie. Place the dish in a preheated oven and bake at 200 degrees Celsius, around 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 45 minutes. Once out of the oven, you'll have a fragrant golden pie that is both visually stunning and delicious. This dish is hearty, flavorful, and perfect for a family dinner. Take 5 chicken drumsticks. Remove the skin. Place the prepared drumsticks in a bowl. Pour oil over them, then add the spices. 1 tablespoon of chicken seasoning and 1 tablespoon of mixed spices. Mix the meat thoroughly. Set it aside for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, prepare the second part of the dish. Cut the peppers into pieces, preferably in different colors. Also, slice the mushrooms. Next, pour about 200 grams of rice onto a baking sheet, and then add the previously chopped vegetables. Now, prepare the marinade for the rice and vegetables. Take a jug, add the spice mix, pour in water and stir. Then pour 150 milliliters of heavy cream over the rice and vegetables, followed by the spice mixture. Place the prepared rice in the oven. Now, take the oven rack and place the chicken drumsticks on it, securing them by inserting the bone into the rack. Slowly insert the rack with the drumsticks into the oven. This is a crucial step, as the chicken will be perfectly juicy thanks to this roasting method. Bake the rice with vegetables and chicken for 40 minutes. After that time, the whole dish is ready. Serve it with your favorite salad. The whole family will be asking for seconds. Pork loin and pineapple melts in the mouth. You have not tasted something like this before. Take an oven-proof dish into which you put sliced pineapple. Then add 3 tablespoons of olive oil to the bowl. In the bowl, combine all the spices you will use for the meat. I use smoked paprika, pork seasoning mix, and dried garlic. Rub this aromatic mixture on the pork, making sure the meat is evenly coated. Now, take the smoked bacon slices. Lay the strips of smoked bacon flat on a board so that they slightly overlap. Place the seasoned meat on the bacon and wrap it on both sides, completely surrounding the pork. Secure the bacon with kitchen thread to prevent it from unrolling during cooking. Put the pork prepared in this way into the dish with the already sliced pineapple. Then transfer the dish to an oven preheated to 200 degrees and bake for 20 minutes. After this initial stage of baking, reduce the temperature to 180 degrees. The pork loin is ready when it runs clear juice when pricked. Slice and serve as desired. Enjoy a beautifully prepared pork loin. This dish is an unusual combination of the sweet taste of pineapple with the smoky flavors of bacon. I guarantee you that your guests will be delighted. Enjoy. A juicy chicken roulade with colorful stuffing. Preparing the roulades takes only a few minutes of your time. Start by selecting a large chicken breast and carefully cut it in half. Then, pound the meat with a mallet to make it thinner and more tender. Season with salt and pepper on both sides. Prepare the stuffing by dicing some thick ham into small cubes and adding canned vegetables like bell peppers, corn, or mushrooms. One by one, following a sequence, add the vegetables and ham onto skewers. Then wrap the chicken around the stuffing, forming a roulade. For breading, prepare 2 separate dishes, one with breadcrumbs and the other with a beaten egg mixed with a cup of flour. Dip the roulades first in the egg and then in the breadcrumbs. Heat a small amount of oil in a pan over medium heat. Fry the roulades, turning them until they are golden on all sides. After frying, let them cool for 5 minutes. Serve with tomato sauce. This is an excellent recipe for a tasty and filling dinner. Preparing the roulades takes only a few minutes of your time.
This is the best pork chop recipe I have ever tried. It's aromatic and juicy. Cut the meat into pieces, but don't cut all the way through, creating a harmonica-like shape. Transfer it to a baking dish. In a bowl, add a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, and herbe de Provence. Mix thoroughly and sprinkle this spice mixture over the meat, making sure to cover every centimeter of the pork chop. Rub it in well, peel 2 onions and cut them in half, then slice them into strips. Next, take a piece of bacon and slice it into pieces of similar thickness. Layer each piece of pork chop with onion strips, placing 2 pieces in each cut. Add the bacon as well, pressing them deep into the cuts to prevent them from falling out during baking. In a bowl, prepare approximately 0.85 cups of vegetable oil. Add a teaspoon of salt, marjoram, and sweet paprika. Mix everything thoroughly. Apply this marinade using a silicone brush, spreading it evenly over the entire pork chop. The final step is sauerkraut. It's very healthy, and prepared this way, it's delicious. Prepare approximately 1 cup of sauerkraut and place it around the roast in the baking dish, filling any empty spaces. Bake for 50 minutes in an oven preheated to 392 degrees Fahrenheit. After this time, your meal for the whole family will be ready for an hour. The sauerkraut will be well seasoned. Pork chops are often dry, but this recipe ensures they are always flavorful and juicy. It's a perfect idea for a family dinner or a larger gathering. The meat literally melts in your mouth. This is the best pork chop you will ever prepare.
I'm sure this is the best chicken and rice recipe you've ever tried. Start with 200 grams of rice. Cook it until tender in salted water according to the package instructions, then set it aside to cool. Next, prepare the chicken, which is the main ingredient. Clean and dice 2 chicken fillets. Then make the egg mixture. Crack 4 eggs into a bowl, add sour cream, and mix in your favorite spices until smooth. Stir in about 100 grams of grated cheese and add the prepared chicken. Take a baking dish, preferably a rectangular one, and grease it with oil. This is important for baking. Pour the cooked rice into the dish, then pour the chicken mixture over it and mix well. Slice an onion and spread it over the mixture. Then slice a tomato and arrange the slices on top of the onion. Sprinkle everything with Parmesan cheese. Bake in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Remove from the oven and let it cool for 10 minutes. This fantastic chicken and rice casserole is perfect for lunch or dinner for guests. It looks and tastes exceptional.